Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, reality just doesn't shift, like you're trapped in a loop, repeating the same lessons, the same patterns? What if the problem isn't your effort, but your dimension of thought? In this video, you'll discover a way of thinking so powerful, so ancient, it's been hidden in plain sight. It's time to stop surviving in 3D and start creating in 4D. There are moments when time doesn't feel like a straight line, when memories, dreams, and intuitions blend into a single, mysterious presence. In those moments, reality seems to whisper secrets that logic alone can't grasp. Four-dimensional thinking emerges here, not just as a technique, but as a portal, a sacred doorway into a reality where past, present, and future breathe together. To truly change your reality, one must learn to see beyond the visible timeline. Visionary thinking isn't about control, it's about surrendering to the fluid intelligence of the cosmos. It's the art of aligning your inner vibration with unseen possibilities. In this expanded state, innovation becomes second nature, and creativity flows like an eternal stream. Here, long-term goals aren't distant, they're already real, just waiting for you to catch up. Think of it like reading the stars. You're not predicting the future. You're remembering a destiny your soul already knows. This shift in perception doesn't just open doors, it dissolves walls. Share in the comments. Have you ever had a moment when time felt different, like everything was happening all at once? What did it reveal to you? And if you think you've seen reality clearly, what if you've only been looking from one direction? We uncover how your very mindset affects your body, your energy, and your future. Have you ever felt lost, disconnected from who you really are? I created 3 transformative ebooks to help you reconnect with your true essence. Click on the link in the pinned comment and begin your transformation now. The soul isn't the only one that awakens when you shift your mindset. Your body follows too. When a person begins to think beyond linear time, something extraordinary happens. Stress loosens its grip, anxiety softens, and a sense of inner spaciousness arises. This isn't coincidence, it's alignment. The body responds to the frequency of thought like a tuning fork to cosmic vibration. A 4-dimensional mindset cultivates mindfulness and resilience because it teaches you to live in synchronicity rather than reaction. You're no longer a prisoner of your past or a hostage to fear about the future. Instead, you become a conscious observer, a guardian of peace within the storm. Mental health flourishes in this sacred space, and decisions arise from calm intuition rather than noise. And there's more. Long-term goals stop feeling like burdens and become soul promises. You begin to sense a gentle pull rather than a forceful push. The very cells of your body seem to dance to the rhythm of your vision. Pause and ask yourself, what does your body feel when your mind shifts from fear to flow? But what if this clarity and peace weren't random, but the natural result of something deeper? We unveil the hidden source behind all true creativity. Did you enjoy the content and it made a difference for you? Click on Super Thanks and support our work. When the mind expands beyond the clock's illusion, creativity stops being a tool and becomes a language of the soul. It's not forced nor manufactured. It rises like mist from a deep lake of inner knowing. In 4-dimensional thinking, creativity is not something you do, it's something you are when you're truly connected. Visionaries throughout time, like Tesla, Da Vinci, and mystics of ancient philosophies, didn't invent ideas, they remembered them. Their genius flowed from a space where imagination met universal intelligence. This level of visionary thinking isn't reserved for a chosen few. It begins the moment you dare to silence the noise and listen to the silence within. If you've ever felt an idea arrive out of nowhere, like a whisper through dimensions, you've touched this space. You were aligned, and you can return to it any time. Light a candle, Sit in silence. Write without judgment. Let creativity come not from pressure, but from presence. Comment below, what creative act has ever felt channeled to you? And yet, how do we bring this mystical flow into the mundane details of life? And we dive into the simple but powerful practices that anchor this transformation into daily experience. Spiritual transformation doesn't need to feel abstract. It can live in the quiet rhythm of your morning or the stillness before you sleep. To activate four-dimensional thinking, begin with mindfulness. Pause, breathe. Let your awareness stretch beyond now. Meditation, journaling, or walking barefoot on the earth are more than rituals. They're portals. Setting long-term goals becomes sacred when guided by your inner compass, not just societal expectations. Start by asking, what future version of me is calling to be born? Then write it down, speak to it, visualize it in full detail. These simple acts align your energy with the reality you're choosing to create. Reality bends to the clarity of your intention. And don't underestimate the power of breaking small mental loops. Catch a limiting belief, challenge it, then release it with compassion. Try this tonight. As you lay in bed, imagine a version of yourself who already lives the life you dream of. Let that version breathe through you. Share below, what's one daily ritual that reconnects you with your higher vision? But where did this wisdom originate? Could it be that what we're now discovering has been known for thousands of years? We awaken the forgotten echoes of ancient philosophies. Long before science mapped time and space, ancient minds had already touched its mystery. The Egyptians, the Vedics, the Hermetic sages, they whispered truths now echoed by modern seekers. Reality is layered, and thought is a force. In their teachings, what we now call mindset was seen as sacred alignment with cosmic order. These philosophies taught that transformation begins within, through vibration, intention, and conscious presence. The Kybalion speaks of mentalism. The all is mind. Taoist sages spoke of flowing like water, while the Stoics embraced resilience not as survival, but serenity, born from clarity. All of them danced with four-dimensional thinking long before we gave it that name. To walk this path today is to remember what was never forgotten, burn incense, read sacred texts, contemplate beneath the stars. You are not discovering something new, you are reawakening. Have you ever read something ancient that felt like it was written just for you? Share it below. Let the community see what whispers have found you. But what happens when the storms arrive? Can this awareness really help us in the hardest moments? We explore how to navigate life's challenges with the wisdom of time beyond time. There are times when life seems to crack open beneath our feet, not to destroy, but to awaken. What once felt like chaos begins to reveal itself as sacred design. Through the eyes of four-dimensional thinking, each challenge becomes a message, an echo from the future self that's calling you to rise. When you stop reacting and start observing, a deeper intelligence begins to surface. You realize that pain often carries hidden maps, and every delay holds a teaching. Resilience then is not about pushing harder. It's about softening into the lesson, trusting that even the detours are leading you home. Your mindset becomes your sanctuary. Try anchoring yourself in moments of stillness during difficulty. Light a candle. Listen to a mantra. Write one line of truth that your soul knows, even if your mind resists. This is how you transform. This is how personal growth blooms, not in the absence of storms, but through the sacred act of walking through them with presence and faith. Now that you've glimpsed the power of four-dimensional thinking, what will you do with it? Will you keep living by default or start creating by design? I invite you to share your thoughts below. What part of your reality are you ready to transform? And here's your challenge, just for this week. Choose one decision, one thought, one action that reflects your future self. Embody it fully. If this message spoke to your soul, subscribe and activate the bell. Your journey is just beginning. And once you begin to shift your reality, something strange happens. People drift away, but what if solitude isn't a curse, but a sign you're being chosen for something greater? In the next video, you'll understand why your path feels so lonely and why that's exactly how it's meant to begin.